Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiana with Storey Haus Books, and today we're doing a new creation. What's up? What's new in the store? Episode. Da 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 da. Yes? No? Okay. All right. Ew, my nails are so gross. I just realized that. I'm so sorry. Oh well. Okay. So I've been inking and playing and stuff. So, anywho, let's get started with these two. We got a folio and we've got a book here. So we'll start with the folio first. Just got a simple fabric tie on it. Doesn't need it, it's just to keep it together. It closes just fine. Just tie with a knot. Da, 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 da. If I can get it undone. La, 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 la. Okay, here we go. Okay, on the front, we've got this gold pinstripe on the front and back here, which I love. It does have a pocket in the back, which holds a journal here with just some coffee dye paper, some found paper, some digitals in here. It fits right in there. This is actually a box pocket. I don't know if I've showed you guys how to make one of these yet. If I haven't, let me know in the comments and I'll show you guys how to make one. So it's actually like a little box here, yeah? Okay, on the front we've got his book plate here, maybe some Tim Holtz paper, metal book plate, label on the inside there. We got some cheesecloth, of course, and I forget what they call this. I think it's called jacquard. But I got tons of it. I need to use it more often. Anywho, alright, let's open it up and start right here. Okay, on the inside panels here, we've got some pockets and ephemera. Everything is decorated. I got some little mini label charms that I made here. I think these are so cute. And they're just stamped labels that I'm, printed like 6 to a page and cut them out and just put them on a ball pen. But I think they're cute with some cluster work. This journal card actually has another pocket, mini pocket right there. Yeah, so that goes there. Some torn pockets there. This is another cluster here. That's also a tuck as well. This is kind of the same thing. We got a mini cluster here as a tuck and another mini label charm attached to the journal card right there. Teeny tiny. I love it. So teeny. Alright, right here we have a pocket with an old flashcard in there. On the other side, we have one of those mini CD sleeves that I use all the time with some decorated journal card on the inside, some stamp work and some stencil work on the actual pocket itself. Isn't that cool? That green came out really well. I think it looks good. I feel like my light is blinking. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me check my cable. It's just getting loose. I really need to get another one. Okay, moving on. Down here we got a pocket with some eyelets, tag, some cluster work here, some brads right here. And inside there we've got a vintage bingo card right there. Alright, let's move over to panel number 1. Of course we have a flip out. Of course, why are you even asking? Of course we've got flip outs. Nothing but flip outs. Always flip outs. So we start here, we got some pockets here, clusters, another pocket here with some stenciling and stamping here, tag on the inside. This thing is fully decorated, ephemera as well, but there's still plenty of room to add more stuff, I think. Inside here we have a vintage, in this pocket we got a vintage card catalog card. We have some stacked pockets here. This is actually one of those faux pocket deals. We've got a tab back here that's been, so you guys can see that, it has been with some layered snippets on there. This is a very long journal card. It's one of those faux stacked pockets where this pocket back here actually runs the entire length of the panel, obviously, right? And plenty of cluster work on top of here. This is also a tuck as well, right? Put that back in there. All the way down. Come on. There we go. Another tuck, pocket here, more clusters, and this flips open also. Flipping that open, we got an envelope here, magnetic closures, of course, mini pocket there, another magnetic closure envelope, and another mini pocket right here. We have some stacked pockets here. There is 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is actually one of my large clusters that I made and put it on top of the journaling card here. I think I love that one. Where did that go? I got lost. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. I forgot to put something in there. Oh my goodness. I forgot. I need to go find something to put in there. So there's actually 6 pockets. Oh my god. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 right here, and then there's 6 right here. My goodness. I can't believe I forgot to put something in there. Now I gotta go find something. Just to grab my box of tags and see if I got anything already made up. I bet you I do. I do. How about we use... Da-da-da-da. This is kind of grungy, and it matches, I think. How about a stamp one? What do you think, yeah? What size do we need? I think we need a long one. How about... Gosh darn it, now I can't decide. How about this one? Put it right there. Yeah? Does it fit? Or do I need to pop that pocket? I need to pop that pocket. No, that's good. I don't want to go down. Come on, get in there. There we go. Done. Alright, there's 6 little pockets there. Sorry. Alright, that's panel number 1. Moving on to panel number 2. We got a simple tie closure here to keep the flip up and the flip down together. Open this up, and up top, we've got a small magnetic closure envelope on the front with a label. Flip that up, we've got a longer pocket side loading pocket here, another side loader here, and a little mini cluster. Coming on down to the flip down, we got another envelope, another cluster, flips open, same kind of deal down at the bottom. We've got a side loader here, a side loader here, and some more cluster work there. On the inside, we're using some of that new Tim Holtz, not new, but it's from the vault. Paper, we made some coin envelopes here with just label or mini stamped mini clusters on stamps for the closure. I didn't use magnets or anything. It didn't seem like you really needed it because you're, doing the flip up and the flip down. But these open up, of course they do. Here we go. We have a long pocket here with a large cluster on top. Another pocket right here, made from a cluster. We have pockets here with tucks here as well. Yeah. And those close like that. Boom and boom. I'm going to close this up because I'm going to put it on the shelf. Simple tie, little bow, keep this closed. And that's panel number 2. Let's move to panel 3. Panel 3, same deal. We got to flip up and a flip down with a simple tie closure here. This opens up. We got an envelope magnetic closure, of course. Another envelope style with a magnetic closure. Some cluster work here. But see, there's still plenty of room all over the place to add some more and make it your own. Whoever decides to pick this one up. Right here, we've got a grunged up envelope here with another cluster. Down here in this flip down, we have a cutout with, actually I use some alcohol ink, the caramel, to distress the acetate a little bit. So I've been trying to play with my other supplies that I have, and I've had it forever. So I think it came out pretty good. What do you think? Not bad. Inside we've got more flip outs, of course. On top we've got a pocket and a tuck, and over here a pocket and a tuck. Flips out like so. We have some stacked envelopes here with some large whale tail label tabs here. And then we've got, of course, some cluster tags back here, another cluster here. And there we go. That's panel number 3. I wanted it to match kind of, like, not sisters, but like cousins with panel number 2. And if you notice, I'm actually using black cardstock for the inside versus a Tim Holtz backdrop or file folder or whatnot. Moving on here to panel 4, again, the distressed alcohol ink acetate window. This is just holding a flippy pad right there. Yeah. This flips open, of course. On the inside here, we've got a couple of tabbed file folder style pockets here with tabbed ephemera on the inside, right? With big clusters on top of those. Cluster, cluster, clusters. Over here, we have some slides that I actually kept open for people, who wanted to put something in there. So they're being held closed with these tiny mini paper clips. And on the inside, I didn't use the distressed acetate that I've been using before. This is actually from Seven Plaza, her negatives that I printed on acetate and put that on the slide. Then here is a slide that's actually glued together that I'm using as the tuck. And over here, a little mini pocket that's holding this little square that actually comes out of that slide that you can use to, write on or do whatever. So we have the same thing all the way down here. And these are also file folders as well. Yeah? In here, holding some tabbed journaling cards with a cluster work on top of those. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is this grungy little folio. Boom, done. You wrap this up real quick. Do. Wrap. There we go. I'll do like a simple little knot to keep it closed. La 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 la. Done. Yeah? I like this one. It's pretty good. Came out really nice. Okay, over here, this is actually my first attempt at using an old book cover and recycling it. This is my first contribution to the spooky season. I know it's only, end of August, but I wanted to get started. So this was an orange cover that I reinforced the spine with some book binding tape. Did some splatter with some acrylic. Actually, this is gesso. Has some metal book corners here on the front and the back. And the closure is just some eyelets with an elastic band right here. Yeah? Easy peasy. Pull it over the little doorknob right here in the front, and that's how it closes. So we got some baseboards from Tim Holtz. We got some cheesecloth here. This is actually a little door. It opens up, and inside there is a picture frame with some of the Tim Holtz shattered acetate with some texture paste in the crypt of some bats on the outside and the inside of this picture frame. A little Velcro closure. Yeah? One of Tim Holtz's baseboards here. Strange thing happened. And here we go. So it's fairly simple. It is decorated to an extent. I wanted to leave it, again, available and open for whoever purchases it to make it their own. So I left plenty of space. There's plenty of writing space. There is some ephemera. There are pockets. But again, I didn't take it all the way to fully decorated, right? So in the very front, we've got just a simple library card made from cardstock that's stamped with a couple of pieces of ephemera in there, a tag and a journaling card in there. Okay, we have a lot of stencil work throughout the book. Plenty of writing space, like I said. There's a pocket here with a, cluster there. Some ephemera there, a little tag. More writing space. We got a couple file folders here with some tabbed journaling cards inside. This is a flip out here. We got a pocket here, 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 and here, and here, and there. Yeah. More writing space. This is just a roll of art paper that I make pages out of. More writing space and some stencil work. This is a vellum pocket here. Moving through some more writing space. I love the images on this. Really pretty. I love this centerpiece. Isn't that pretty? Alright, moving on. More writing space. Over here we got a couple stacked pockets with tags in it. Love that raven picture. More stencil work. More stenciling. We have another pocket here with a tie closure there. And some more cluster work. Baseboards here. Collector of curiosities. More stenciling. More writing space. Again, you see how much there's plenty of space to decorate. Right? This is signature number 2. We have a plain envelope. Well, not plain. We have a simple envelope here being held to close with that little label with some cluster work on the inside. On the ephemera inside, of course. On this page, I did do some decorating with some cheesecloth, and these are my mini clusters that I do on stamps, die-cut stamps. Aren't those cute? They're teeny tiny. I print out or stamp these snippets and print out some of these, like 4 to a page, and they're like itty-bitty. They're so fun to cut out. Some more stenciling here. Simple pocket here with a simple cluster. Some tags there. More stenciling and writing space. Here's a pocket with a acetate alcohol ink frame. So this, I started, like I said, I was trying to use some of my other supplies, and I have the foundry wax. So these flowers actually were white paper flowers. And I just sprayed them with some walnut stain spray. Then used the foundry wax in the statue and gilded on these. I used alcohol ink here, then I actually used my heat gun to make it look a little warped. I don't know if you can see that. with the reflection, but warped the acetate a little bit to make it more distressed. And behind there, we got an image of a lovely lady in a veil. There. Alright, some more stenciling work in writing space. We have another flip out here. It's got, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets. Yes? Again, more writing space and stencil work. A couple stacked pockets here. Another one of those gilded wax flowers there. Those are so cute. I'm like addicted to that whole process now. More writing space here, and that brings us to the end. And this lovely piece, again, I was playing with texture paste and the wax and a heat gun and alcohol ink and came up with this. So this is one of my picture frames with the alcohol ink acetate. And here, this is actually texture paste that's been stenciled on. And then I use the foundry wax on top of that to give it this gilded, like mirror look, right? Gilded frame look. Which I think came out actually pretty good. What do you think? I think it came out pretty good. And then inside is a simple photo there. But what do you think? I think it came out pretty good. I like it. Not bad for my first try, I think. Yeah? Alright, that is my first Halloween-y contribution to the season. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it came out pretty good. I love that orange. God, it's so cool. I love this thing. I really think it's cute. So we have this one and then the folio that I just showed you guys. Coming new to the store, I'll put the link to these guys in the description and any of the supplies that I think are relevant. I will try to remember any of the digitals that I use because I've had some of them for so long. I don't remember. So if I'm using your digitals, please let me know in the comments and I will definitely give you a shout out and put your link in the description after that. But so yeah, check out our Etsy store, check out our Kofi site for free ephemera. And if you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell and you get notified anytime we upload new content. What else? I had some shout outs to do. Where's my book? You know what? I will do my shout outs in my next video because I'm going to be filming part 15 of Create a Lab Book With Me 2.0. So I will see you guys in the next video and be on the lookout in October. I am planning on doing October Halloween every day, I think. I got the idea from Crafty by Tony. She did it last year. I mean, I know she did it last year. I don't know if she did it the year before. But I'm going to challenge myself and see if I can do it. So I'm planning it out. So get ready. It's going to be crazy if I can actually pull this off. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later in the next video. Bye.